Alright, are we here? Are we here? I think we are live. Again, let me just do the old standard stuff that I gotta do before the things happen, know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't do it for 1 minute anyway. There's a delay on here. It is the xtre 3v3 or 2v2, sorry, 2v2 tournament. It is the semifinals. It's a loser bracket finals. Mamba Prez versus Boxer and Bow. The winner of that will go on to face Beats and Kelvin. Chew, my boy Chew, and Mark, the shithead admin. They will be waiting in the finals to face the winner of this. This is just a warm-up game, I guess. Okay. There we go. We are alive. We live, waiting for Mamba. I was gonna play some sweet music to get us pumped up. Oh, I guess no, it's not even the tournament yet, so we'll wait for that music. Not even paying attention to this game. Bunch of noobs. Don't know what they're saying either. Alright. Alright. Dope. We are live. Might as well just cast this game. Bayo and Boxer are getting a warm-up game. They will be facing off versus Tim and Mamba. It is, brown, Bow, and white, the Gosu Boxer. These two will be facing off versus Mamba the Great. Mamba the Great will be making his appearance. Noobs, what's up, Caesar? How's it going, bro? Hopefully, all of your Mexican friends join us and have this stream lit again, eh? Even though I can't understand the language that you guys are speaking, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a PP, so they're gonna be using up their good matchups early. Zerg being annoying, trying to block the minerals as much as possible. Going for what it looks like to be a 5 pool, maybe a little bit later than that, but probably a 5 pool. These guys are going to try to go for a cannon rush, Zergling. This is these guys' favorite strategy. Mr. Kit Kat loves doing this. This is Momo's first appearance on the stream. I believe that's Momo. Boxer is in social. Maybe I should go to social just to listen. I'm gonna get on later. Get on with me. The cannon rush. The ropes are being pulled. The two zealots are popping out. The Zerglings do need to protect these cannons. If these cannons get up, Brown will probably be dead, but he is doing a pretty good job attacking these cannons. Not going to get too many shots off, actually. Maybe this could be GG. I don't know. Those cannons are getting pretty low, but he is taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have any more probes, and this actually looks like it is going to work. Mr. Bao might be dead. Not a good warm-up game for him to get his confidence up really high. Obviously, you don't want to die to that, but this does put both of these players behind a little bit, and they could possibly be vulnerable to die. Your boy actually just played these two. These guys did this to my partner, and he just destroyed the 2v1, made the Zerg build a bunch of sunken colonies, and then he cannoned the Protoss, getting his main, and then he revered the Zerg, got all of the drones. Oh my goodness. We are live now. Let the world know. $200 donation. Shirt comes off. I will happily take my shirt off for $200. $1. We're trying to get a $1 nitpick. Yeah, right, Earthbender. Tony G. Very true. What is up, brother? It looks like the strategy will be to try to cannon the Zerg. It's def a. Oh my gosh. Just the sass, but it looks like Mr. Move here will be able to xtre-Move will be able to get a wall up containing the Protoss player, so he will not be able to send in reinforcements to help the Zerg player. The Zerg player should be able to hold this. There probably will be a couple cannons up, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal for the Zerg player, since no more zealots can come to the rescue. Trying to read all of the chat, but it is difficult to do. Yeah, we're just waiting for Mamba. Once Mamba comes, we will see the $400 2v2 extra tournament begin. This is just a little pre-stream. It's supposed to start at 9 o'clock, so I just wanted to get her going. So in case any delays or anything happened, it wouldn't slow us down too much. So yeah. Yo. There is a probe still in white space getting a scout off, seeing that the gas is just started. No cybernet score down for white. White is getting the cannons in range of the spawning pool. Is going to be hurting the Zerg a lot, but he still should be fine, unless maybe these cannons can start to reach this main. I'm not sure. That would be pretty big for Team White here if he was able to do this. This is good practice for Mr. Boxer. He's getting all warmed up for the real match. This is, again, just a warm-up match. I'm not sure who xtre-Move is. Oh, he's actually Move Slayer. I will just confirm it with the chat. And they're probably going to be a pretty dumb question now that I do type it out loud. Pro Move. Yeah, we do got Mr. Pro Move in here. We did see him face off against Thanks in that couple streams ago. He did a pretty good job versus the Korean. The cannons are getting closer. I'm not sure if this is going to reach or not. I feel like that might be able to reach. The Sunken Colony might be able to reach this cannon. I don't know. It's going to be pretty close. Now the Cybernetic card going down. The blue player, though, doing very good himself. Not having to worry about dealing any more damage. 2 cannons are going to go up. These actually might be able to take out the Sunken Colony. I'm not sure. Actually, it's going to be a close battle, but it does win, and it is in range. Oh my gosh, that is just not good news for the Zerg. The Zerg piling up a lot of minerals. Not doing the best job with his problem solving in this situation. It looks like it will be a kind of 1v1 with these 2 players, with Momo maybe getting back, and maybe once his main dies he'll be able to get his drone situation figured out, but his main is going to die to this very slow cannon push. Unless these zealots can come in and save the day, they might be able to, but this is a lot of cannons here. I don't think he's going to be able to do it cost efficiently, but if he just does get these 2 cannons, these are the 2 cannons that are in range. Maybe they will buy enough time for the Sunken Colony to get up and defend properly. I am getting a message. Let me check. What is... Oh, he does get the 1 cannon. Is he going to get the 2nd cannon that is range? He does get the 2 cannons up in range. This one Sunken Colony, though, only has 3 health. Wow, Mamba is ready to go. We are getting some messages. Oh, I just got my message from YouTube saying that Tony G is live. Hopefully all of your We are going to leave this. We are going to get into the actual tournament. Mamba has arrived. 9 o'clock was the tip-off time. We are going to get into it. Let me get this. Oh, God. We have a lot of tabs open. Getting into it. Jumping into it. The $400 extra 2v2 tournament semifinals. Good stuff. The top 3 teams are left. One of these guys is going to go off to the finals and face off against the Mark and Chew, the winners of the winner bracket, who will only have to win one of the 2 final series, or final 2 best of 7s, 9s, whatever that's happening. Going to be a lot of StarCraft, a lot of high-level 2v2 action coming on. This series will be featuring our boy Mambro the Great, the crowd favorite. Everybody loves Mambro. Exciting guy, high-level player. We'll also be featuring Bxr, his arch rival, not his arch rival, but his rival. They play against each other often, and Mamba usually comes out on top. We'll see if this happens again, or if Bxr and Bao will be able to battle these giants and get themselves a spot in those finals. Mamba leaving. I'm not sure what is happening. We might be getting into a different game. Mamba is a little bit better at banning people. Bao doesn't seem to be on the ball hosting that that game very well. So we're going to be jumping into the Mamba game. The Mamba hosted game. Hopefully we get ourselves an observer spot. We do. This game is filling up. People want to see this. $400 on the line. $200 to each player, unless of course you're Bao's partner. Bxr will win $400. Bao is the one hosting this tournament. He will be giving all of that winning money to Bxr, of course, because he won't give $200 to himself, because he's got stacks on stacks and stacks, and he doesn't need his money. People getting mad about the bans. Mambro in charge. It looks like we are still gonna have a couple of observers here. That music did get hyped up before the game actually started. Let's see if we can get another sweet music going. This one. That's alright, eh? Just some little pre-music. Alright, we're starting into it. We're gonna turn this music off now because the game is starting. We are jumping into it. We'll make sure that all of the sound is adjusted properly. And here we go. Game 1. I believe this is a best of 7. This is for $400 here, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to jump into it. We'll see what the matchups are. That will be a big determination, usually, on the outcome. Protoss is pretty hard to defeat, especially when this is happening. So yeah, the teams will be Prez up here in the top left, all by himself. Gonna have a lot of time to prepare for any attacks at the distance will be far away, but he's gonna have to worry about his partner, Mambro the Great. Well, we might have to worry about him too much, but Mambro the Great is gonna be down here in the bottom middle, playing teal as a Protoss player, PR versus PR. So he did choose Protoss, and he will be up against Bxr in the bottom left. Also Protoss. I'm pretty sure he went random, but he will be getting Protoss. So it looks like it's going to be a Protoss versus Protoss versus Protoss Terran. This can go both ways. If Protoss and Terran can get their army together, they can make mincemeat of the Zealots, because Zealots and Marines obviously are good against Zealot. So we'll see how well they can do this, because it's definitely going to require some teamwork. It's going to be pretty easy for these two guys, at least one of them, to get some maybe cannons up and block Mambro in while they focus on the Terran player. The Terran may have to choke if he's not able to get across the map and help out too much. All these Protoss players are probably going to throw down the standard 4 gate, and they're going to mass out Zealot. Only 3 gateways here for the blue player, Mr. Bao, so maybe he's going to get himself a forge down. He does like to make cannons. He is quite the cannon connoisseur. He does like to make himself cannons, but no, that's not going to be the case. He's going to throw down a 4th gateway himself. Mr. Timothy up here, Mr. Red, going to have his standard 4-gate thrown down. Looks like, actually that's not standard, that's a little bit extra, maybe standard for 2v2, but this will enable extra marine production. It's going to be a little bit later medics than if you were to only go for the 3 or of course the 2 barracks, but this will be able to get a lot of marines out, which may be able to get across the map in time before any blockage goes down. It's going to come down to a lot of micro here at the beginning. Mamba has sent out his first 2 zealots out. Mamba's also pinging over on the map to make sure that Tim is checking his choke so that he is not getting cannoned. These other 2 zealots. Mr. Bxr has sent his 2 zealots, and they're going to start attacking Mamba. Mamba does have his pylon and a wall, which is good. Mr. Bao also getting his zealots over here to block any zealots, but he did leave a little bit of opening. If Mamba is paying attention, he will be able to get a couple shots off on these probes, but he doesn't look like that's going to happen there. Oh, actually he does. He's going to get 1 shot off there, and a couple shots off on the probe. Get 1. It looks like he did get 2. Maybe that was a zealot though. And he did defend nicely at home. He may need to throw down a forge if Mr. Timothy does not come up and help ASAP. Mamba doing a nice job microing his for keeping these first 2 zealots alive, distracting blue as much as possible while Tim gets across the map. Tim chasing 2 more zealots that are going to come down from Bxr to try to get some probe damage done on Mamba, while Mr. Bxr is just massing more and more zealots, making sure he does not get supply stuck. Now a couple cannons are going to go down from Bao. He doesn't want to take any more damage from any of those run by Mamba zealots. Here's what we were talking about. The zealot and marines are going to be teamed up, and they look like they are going to try to get some damage done on our yellow player. He is going to be the priority probably in this matchup. He is quite the strong player. Mr. Peru will the low money Gosu, the young blood Gosu, going to be under attack here. Bao now coming to help up. A pretty good run by to try to get as much damage done on these zealots as possible, but the surround is going to go down, and all of these marines are going to go down, not able to help out too much with this battle. Again, more and more marines getting taken out, not being microed away. The stim is getting started. Maybe some firebat's going to go down. No bunkers up. Mr. Red might be vulnerable here to these couple zealots. He does have some firebats here, so he will be able to hold on pretty good for the most part, but still not in the situation you want to be. You would like to have a little bit more of a Terran presence on the map to be helping out in this situation, because now that pylon is going to go down and they are going to begin to block in Mr. Mambro. So the Mambro might be okay, but he could also just die right here. He did throw down a triple nexus behind. That is before these other 2 players, so he could be vulnerable. The other 2 players have been massing zealots, but they are going to turn back and maybe go for a cannon push. No, that isn't Mamba's pylon in the base. So he is going to try to establish the choke ASAP, but with the double zealot, or the double Protoss mass zealot, it is going to be hard to outmass 2 Protosses without any kind of support here. So Mr. Mambro is actually going to be a little vulnerable here. He is just continuing to build forward, though. Going to probably have to throw down a couple cannons here to make sure that his gateways don't get cannon pushed, because you can take out these 4 gateways with cannons, that these cannons being in range. The triple going down now for Mr. Bxr as well. His gas has been started. 1 gas here for Mr. Bao, but not being collected or anything else. He is lagging behind a little bit. You can see Mr. Red and Blue are the lower APM players. Mr. Red does need to throw down a choke, I do believe, because I feel like once these cannons go up, they will be going up to Mr. Red. So Red does need to get a choke up. That is what he's doing now. If he can get some of these all these firebats into a couple bunkers, they will be able to funnel nicely and just destroy an everlasting stream if they are repairing and does have enough backup behind. Because yeah, firebats are pretty good against stacked up zealots. They do that splash damage. We do see a nice massive gateways coming down for our yellow player and blue player. Looks like they are both going to be looking to just mass, not going into any kind of crazy drops too early. Mambro having a couple cannons around, he is worried about any kind of early drops, and he actually is going to throw down 4 robotics facilities, so it looks like he's going to go Reavers to try to break out, while also trying to get some damage done with mass drops, probably Reaver drops for the most part, because I don't see a Citadel down yet anywhere, so it looks like, yeah, it is going to be Reavers for the most part, probably not going to make too many more gateway units for now, probably really going to be focusing on all of his money to really get damage done while their Terran player can mass up a nice big army that won't just get slaughtered by 2 Protosses the second he moves out. Still no cannon going up in front of Tim, so I feel like this next attack is going to be on him, or I don't know, maybe they will try to finish, I don't know. Protoss definitely has full map control. It will be their game to lose from this point out for the most part. They're not allowing Mamba to get his choke, and they stopped any kind of teamwork at the beginning. Mamba shuttles are popping out. 8-minute shuttle is still pretty quickly considering how this game has went. You can see no robotics facility down, even for any of our other players. Just goon range gonna go down for Blue off of 1 gas. I feel like he needs a couple more gas to support this kind of build. 1 more gas is going down right as I say that. Look, all these players are afraid of drops. They know that Mamba will drop. A ping across the map. Mr. Bao does have a zealot. He does want him to get vision on gas so he can dodge drops better. Good stuff. You always want some kind of map presence over or anywhere really, so you can click on minerals. Bao is going to make sure all of his zealots now do get map control of all of these expansions, so no player can expand if they do happen to take one out. And you just don't want anyone expanding anyway, especially when you have this kind of map control. If Teal was to somehow get a probe out, he could be massing. Damn, brace body Bao. Did he just drop him? He must have just dropped. I must have just missed a drop. Did Bao just get old? Bao does have hardly any supply, so maybe while I was talking all that, I must have missed a drop. My bad. Boxer massing cannons, knowing that these drops are going to be a thing. He want to get rid of Boxer. Oh, darn it. I really wish I saw that drop. Maybe we should just watch the Mamba cam so I don't miss anything, because I feel like he's going to be the one really determining the action of this game. He does have very high APM, even though he's only down to 183. We do see another drop going out now. See, I just was not paying attention to his drops. He did. Maybe this was the first drop that he hasn't gotten in yet, but they were saying in the chat something about Bao getting schmackered. These drop is going to sneak in past. It is going to be full of 4 Reavers. Are going to target the probes, but I don't think it's going to get too much damage. He is macroing back at home, knowing that that isn't probably going to do too much more damage. He did target the main, and actually is going to do quite a bit damage. He's actually 1 or 2 shots off from taking that main down, so he wasn't even paying attention to that. He did target it, knowing that those Reavers, as long as they have the scarabs, will do a significant damage. Throwing down 2 more nexus up here, preparing for mass probe loss and production. Tim is massing defense, still not coming out on the map to do any kind of help. Mr. Mambro is doing a great job at 148 supply, and they do have a supply lead. Actually, Boxer, I guess, is in the lead of supply right now, able to do a pretty good defense, but I feel like Mamba is not going to give up on these drops. He will, or on these drops to get this main. This main is low, and Mamba will probably be prioritizing about that. He is probably salivating right now at the very thought of it. He is going to do his best to protect from these counterattacks, because he knows that it will be inevitable. I guess earlier when he asked to see that box, or when Boxer asked to see the gas, he did have Bao's mineral patch. That's usually what you do in 2v2. You don't have to worry about that because you do have your partner's mineral patch to collect. A lot of chat going on in this game, distracting. All of these guys should be on the stream watching, but of course they are not. They want to be here live. Who doesn't? But for those of you that can't be on right now, I hope you are enjoying this special extra treat of a tournament. Reavers are coming in. It looks like now is going to be the time that they are pushing. Red does need to move out because Mambro might not have enough here. He does have a lot of Reavers, but not the most cannon support. He is trying to do his best to micro these Reavers away. Reavers do pretty good damage, but if this stream continues to go in, he might have trouble. Red is moving out, going to try to do his best to save his brother. Mambro Bayo is broke because of a drop that we missed earlier. Caesar, I wasn't paying attention. I did miss that. 99.99% sure that Mr. Mambro was able to sneak in and get Bios Minerals because he has been lagging behind a lot. The red player is going to come down here. Mambro was doing a great job defending, but this help will still be much needed because there is a bunch of units still left in Mambro's base. He's trying to micro these Reavers as much as he can, but when there's this many units and you don't have much at all, it is difficult. He does have a lot of robos back behind, so he will be producing Reavers non-stop out of these units. He only has a couple gateways though, but I would like to see a Zealots or something popping out of there. Red trying to push forward on Mr. Yellow, but Yellow looks like he is going to be able to clean this up with some help from Blue. Probably didn't need it, but still, Mr. Red player up here still not maxed out. He does need to be producing non-stop and sending across the map. Even if he was to get some buildings, which I do like he is up here, and some bunkers and turrets still would be nice. He does need to start killing this choke so he can break Mamba out and help him a little bit more. If he could get those dropships, I did see a bunch of dropships. If he could just get some tanks inside of Mambro's base, it would just be super helpful against this attack that doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon against Mr. Mambro. Mambro, knowing this massing cannons, just trying to stay alive while also going in for a drop. He does need to bring those Corsair if he does want to run by all of these cannons. Not as many cannons as I did think. But yeah, he does need to bring these Corsair. It's hard to see them sometimes when they're camouflaged in there like that. Hopefully he does have it hotkeyed. Yellow going to move up to the Terran player. This shouldn't work, but he doesn't have his barracks down, and he doesn't actually have many tanks. Red's production isn't nearly as high as I feel like it should be, and he is going to be vulnerable. Maybe these drop ships are going to be full of tanks and come help out Mr. Mambo. He does look like he's actually going to be okay here, but still this is going to break in, and this might trigger an attack, seeing that the red player doesn't have very much at all considering the amount of time that Mambro has given him. There is some in-house BM going on. If these firebats aren't going to be too helpful in this smaller numbers and this amount of Protoss army. His supply is at 140. Both these players are going in. He was able to drop one tank with these 3 dropships into Mambro, which will be useful no matter what. And it looks like Tim might really actually die here. Believe it or not, he did not have any bunkers. He didn't really have his choke established. He really thought both these players were going to focus on Mambro the whole time. A drop going to come in. This could be deadly. The High Templar is going to drop. We are going to see one drop where the SCVs are going to be pulled. That just wasn't a very good drop at all. He was able to pull these SCVs, and the SCVs that are pulled are actually going to take massive damage because he did pull them into this army. A bunch of dropships here, but I don't think they have any units in them. If they do, actually they do have a couple tanks. He did bring those tanks back home that he did send to Mamba to try to stay alive here. Mamba moving out is going to block. What happened there? Yeah. Not reading any of the chat at all. The tanks are moving in. going to now throw some nasty language. It doesn't look like the red player is going to clean it up. Meanwhile, Mamba is trying to get a cannon wall up on the yellow player, but he is not successful. Both of these players haven't been dropped in a while and are able to mass non-stop gateway units, but Mamba is doing a great job. He is the one that does have those reavers, and the reavers do great versus one breath. You that is true. So if you want to help out, the custom youtube.com/TonyG StarCraft, or just Tony G, that would be just dope itself. Go ahead and give yourself that little push of that subscribe button. Again, trying to guess where these hit that subscribe button. That's right, Fairy. Oh, thank you. I want to promote my Instagram. Yeah, go ahead to my 5 people that are here. Hey, know what actually we should do right now that I don't do very often is check this out. The old Twitch chat. If anyone's here on Twitch, I will be here to know. Sup? We are gonna do that for a bit. Oh my goodness. We just have to say good night. Okay, and yeah, let's go back into it. Mambo, actually, oh my goodness, he's getting so close to getting this wall up. Red has sent some tanks there. He did survive, and he is being able to macro up. He does have a lot of minerals that he was able to save out through that whole entire situation. More and more messages being sent. Tim going on 2 fronts now, really making his presence felt, throwing down some tanks here. Bxr is right on top of it, though, dropping some zealots on there. I feel like he really needs to just put these siege tanks right across here to make sure that Mamba is 100% protected. If you can tank in both these players, that will just give you very nice map control. It does look like he pulled some of his SCVs over here, probably from a drop, and he might accidentally scout these arbiters. He does not have many turrets up, so he was going to be vulnerable to some kind of mass recall. His main may die, but he does actually have quite a few, I guess only 5 tanks. That's not the most that in the world. The yellow here, Move Slayer, doing what he can to stay out of the battlegrounds, but the tides, looks like they have turned the Protoss. The longer the game goes on, the worse it might be, since they have lost all map control. Oh my goodness, we're getting a lot of messages from everything. We should just turn that right off. Hey, we should just turn the sound of the cell phone off. And just focus. YouTube on EG, what's up, boys? Joining the stream. Nice of you guys to finally stop chatting so much in the old game, distracting all of my beautiful viewers, and come join the real live action. Cassie's Corsair is gonna go in before these drops. Ew, no shuttle speed 2 is being pointed out. That is a big time upgrade. He's probably going to go back and upgrade that right away, because these drops are not nearly as good. You can see with upgraded speed, they are the same speed. Oh no, maybe the upgrade speed just finished right now, so that was pretty good timing. He is going to go in and get a pretty good drop off. The High Templars are dropping, and get a storm on all of these SCVs. I don't look like he pulled too many, and the main actually might be vulnerable as well. He is clicking another storm, going to go down, taking out even more SCVs, but it doesn't look like there is going to be enough zealots and goons to take out this main. Just going to take out massive SCV damage, but Tim does have a pretty good bank. He could be able to possibly max an army. xtre-Bxr is new. Bao did lose his main. I didn't see what that was. Oh, look, he did freeze it, so it was a Reaver drop. Bxr able to hold on to his main. Bao does not have a bank, however. He actually is dead. So Tim took massive damage, but he is alive. He has his main. He does have SCVs in all of his production. Bao doesn't have a main. He does, luckily, though, have 800 minerals, so he might be able to get his two. Well, he will be able to get 2 more Nexus up and eventually slowly crawl himself back into it. That does look like maybe he was able to pull a little bit of probes, or maybe those were all just gas probes that are no longer collecting. Tim doesn't have a vessel, and it doesn't look like Teal has an observer. So these, oh, look at that though. Mamba cannoning across the map is going to pick up this Arbiter potentially. Oh no, the Arbiter does get out. These the other Arbs that were on the map, that looks like Blue forgot about them. A nice storm going down there. Gonna get on all of those guys and take out all of those Goliaths and Marines. And then the Mass DT Zealot gonna come in here, just trying to buy some time. Mr. Bao is praying that these players don't get any detection. This nice little map control here by our players. You can see xtre-Mamba getting a nice big map control. It's they're getting all mad about the stream. Tony G is gonna have a poop ton of followers. I hope so. That is the dream. That is why we do this. We do it for the fun, but the DTs, yeah, are coming out here and are going to actually clear up. Still, no vessels coming over or observers. Mamba probably doesn't even have an observatory. It's one of those things you don't really think to build, especially in team games, until you really need it. A drop gonna come in here for Mamba again. Yellow dropping his drop though to counter the drop, which is actually going to go down. A pretty good move. He is going to only needs like 3 or 4 shots from those Reavers down. Very, very Gosu. Bxr is doing a super job there. He did see that drop, and the only way he really could defend that is if he followed, or I'm reading that, is if he dropped his own Reavers down to stop that Reaver drop. We can see a couple carriers actually being built by Bxr, probably to finish off the Terran while he continues to defend from Mamba. More and more cannons going down. The red and teal player are having full map control. A big drop coming in here from Bxr, not targeting the minerals or the main. Oh, there we go. We do have one High Templar down, but I'm sure xtre-Mamba pulled. Actually, maybe Mamba didn't pull. He only pulled a couple over here. He probably was distracted doing something else. Maybe massing cannons across the map because that's what he likes to do. One Zealot here. I don't know if that was another drop, but the carriers are coming out. The red player still not having any detection. All of these DTs are going to take out another of Red's army. Oh, they might be able to crawl themselves back because Mamba does have a pretty big bank, but he did lose a lot of probes. And Bxr, he has a humongous bank, still has his main in, he has some carriers though. Bxr playing like a Gosu. Mamba, of course, playing like a Gosu too. Oh my goodness, just getting a lot of... Let's check out the Mamba cam for 1 second. The phone is just going crazy for some reason. I don't know what people are doing. Oh, there's motion at my front door. No one's there though. Oh, I shot. That was someone at my door. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I thought someone left the game. Mamba cam going. He is murking. He is schmlacking. Sup everybody in the chat room. Carriers are being pretty stuck in the base. They aren't going to be able to get over unnoticed, that's for sure, since they do have full map control. Both these players now going into Bao's base. The vessels are here, and these DTs are no longer going to be helpful. Once detection is there, DTs aren't the best. You do need to have some Corsairs or something clearing out any kind of detection, picking off any of those vessels or observers, but it is not going to be so. It looks like our blue player is going to die unless perhaps... No, yellow's carriers getting frozen from the Arbs. Mamba just doing non-stop good moves, and he looks like he is going to get himself a game 1 victory. one step closer to fighting his arch rival, Mark the shithead admin, in the finals, who is waiting, who will be parting Mr. Chew, my boy Chew Choo Choo Train. And I don't know if I doubt Boxer is going to try to win this game. I feel like once blue is eliminated, it will be GG, but let's either put it to EG. I didn't even notice that. Follow ya boy. Yeah, it looks like the carriers are going to be pretty stuck. Another carrier group over here frozen by Mr. Mambo. Mambo does have lots of arbiters, and he's going to be looking to freeze those carriers constantly, keeping all of that supply frozen and useless, making Boxer unable to save his partner. Two arbs are able to sneak out from blue, who does look like he's going to try to expand up here in the top right to try to stay alive. He does recall his probes up here to save all of them, to try to help this rebuild go as smoothly as possible. He does have a little bit of a bank now, so he may possibly be able to get himself back into this game, or at least make this game go on a little bit longer. We are at 27 minutes. The carriers are moving in, but they do just keep getting frozen, not being able to really do much damage. If he has enough carriers, he could potentially freeze these guys forever. The fairy getting that joke 1 minute later. I should probably turn off the I want to turn the delay off so I can interact with you guys better, but at the same time, even though I don't think they would, I don't want them to open up the stream and get some kind of advantage over each other. Bao has thrown down a couple Nexi up here and is going to start the rebuild. His base is already full of starports and red units though, so I don't think he's going to be able to go undetected too long. Mamba already did ping those arbiters that did go up here, because he did see it with his pylons that he did build around blue's base. All of blue is going to be taken out. I'm not sure if we are going to play this out or not. Again, it might be because this is for $400. These tanks, though, are going to push forward, and the PT, it looks like, I feel like they will be able to take out this Protoss. They are a little impressed with Tim. Tim did a good job. He fell a little bit behind a little early, trying to maybe help out before he was really fully ready. Since he can just kidding, I expect this from him since this is on stream. Fairy gonna catch himself in case he's BMing. He does want to be in everyone's book. Bao is gonna leave without a GG. Boxer probably gonna leave shortly after. No DTs. And Boxer is going to be GM. He is going to say GG like an honorable pavilion. And game one is going to go to Mamba and Prez. Big scores by Mamba. Mamba definitely doing a great job staying alive between two Protoss players. Not getting outmassed. Not getting outdone. Staying alive. Staying in control. And he's going to get himself a W from game one. Defeating the Protoss, the favored matchup in the 2v2. Settings. And yeah, good job by them. Good job Mambro staying alive, good job Timbo staying alive, and good map control and slow killing of the player. Ooh, oh, it actually hurt my ribs there. Oh, I got like a rib Charlie horse when I yawn like that. Ooh. Ooh. The old weekdays, I guess, aren't as popular as the old weekends. Earthbender coming in. I thought the Korean Mexican Club. Jumping into game number 2 of this $400 tournament here. Shortly, once we have everybody good. I don't know who Shabu Gonzo is. But only G called Jubo. I did not. I said pavilion. Maybe I said Brazilian. I'm pretty sure I said pavilion. Pavilion. Not Brazilian. But whatever. I don't know. I guess it's recorded forever. Same way you call Sunk spines because of StarCraft 2. Eradicate as eradicate. Eradicate. I don't know. We're not even gonna try that word anymore. That's embarrassing. It's eradicate as far as I'm concerned. I learned all these words. Like, I played StarCraft when I was like, I don't know, when it first came out. That's in like grade 6. I don't know how old you are by then, but that's when I played. So I read all these words like Archon. I always called it Archon. And Scourge. I always called them Scourge. And I always called them Zealots instead of Zealots. Until I watched like my first live cast. And who would have known years later I'd finally be doing it up on YouTube with for 3 of you guys, 3 viewers out there right now. Oh my goodness, just craziness. Now, game number 2, we have a lot of observers here. Everyone jumping into this game instead of participating in the stream chat. So that's cool. We're going to take off all the players who aren't in the game. We do have Mr. Marky Mark here in the game. Alright, so we have Bow. He's going to be Protoss. I believe he did pick. And he will be with Boxer, who will be Zerg. It is the hardest matchup to win is when you are PRs to get a Zerg. We'll see if they're going to try to cheese or what. They will be White. Mamba will be the Protoss. I believe he was a random. So they are going to get their shot to be Protoss now. The one thing about this situation, though, is the Zerg has a spot advantage on the Protoss player here. So he's going to be able to really harass the minerals and the main of our Protoss player if this game does get into those later stages. This Overlord was able to go down here and scout that our Protoss player is in here, and his partner is going to throw down a Forge. Mamba with his classic pause. He does like to pause. That is his thing. At least one pause a game. I'm surprised he didn't have to pause that last game. It was a 37-minute game, but he's gonna do it now and get that pause in. The probe of Mamba looks like it is actually going to scout the probe of Mr. Bow, who did want to sneak in for our little cannon rush, but it still might not matter. If you're scouted immediately, you can get your pylon up fairly quickly, and these lings are not far away for reinforcements. I believe this was a 5 pool, maybe it was a little bit later, because he does have that hatchery down fairly quickly, and he's going to just be waiting for these 3 larvae once they pop out right around when this finishes. If he does have this timing out properly, he should have 6 lings on his way. A nice forward pylon by Mr. Bow. He is going to try to get these cannons up, and if these cannons are up, they are going to be in damaging range. Sometimes if you put it up too far and you don't get a cannon close enough, you can really mess this up. Mr. Bow, obviously a professional at doing this though, and he is going to do what he can. Mr. Mombro, though, he is not one to get cannoned. He knows that 3 robes will kill a cannon, so he's just going to pull 3 out on each, not panic too much, not have to pull anything, get 1 cannon up of his own. He did go 2 Gate Forge, and I feel like he might be able to hold this. With his zealots coming up, his zealot doesn't need to go down here. Why is it zealot going down here? Maybe to check more cannons, and these Zerglings are going to come in here and take out that first cannon. He really does need to get that cannon down, and now actually he is in trouble. Mamba is going to pause again, knowing maybe that pylon was a mistake. He is going to be waiting for some reinforcements from Tim. Tim is bringing the zealots up, doing what he can, but there might be too much damage. Mamba's probably going to have to stack. He does have a couple of cannons up here, but I can't see with the black and white right now who's right now. We will have to say make fun of xtre. No, I will never make fun of Mamba unless actually he dies to this. Mamba or Mr. Oh my goodness, he is going to get the double forge cannons up. Oh, I don't know. What is he doing? He did have that up. He is going to get that up. That is stupid. Goes to bow. Oh my goodness. He is going to get the double forged gateway, but he does need to get a pylon up also, because if this pylon goes down, there's not going to be one to power this cannon. So he is making a mistake letting this die. He does have to get a pylon up. I don't know where Purple's probe is. He's trying to make more cannons around in here, but they are getting picked up. Bow needs to make a pylon for this cannon. I don't know why he would do this and not build up another pylon. You have to make the pylon. Usually, after you make the second port, when you do this, he does going to build a pylon now, but if he does keep targeting that, it might be deadly. He has to kill these pylons. If the pylons go up, this cannon will be activated, and it will be very protected by these two forges. A cool little move, but he does have to finish it off with a gateway. Meanwhile, Tim has come across the map. Mr. Orange has come across the map to help any kind of reinforcement from coming in. So as long as he doesn't let this this pylon finish, which I feel like it's not going to be up long enough, he does have enough zealots to take this out before it's doing any more damage, and he will be able to defend that. That was close. Mamba almost died to that sneaky little Bow trick, but Bow did not put up enough pylons. He had a chance to do it. Right when he finished that, if he did it, they would have been probably up in time if he would have put 2 pylons on each side. I don't think White would have had enough zealots to take both of those out, and this one cannon might have potentially done some damage, but Mamba will be able to defend that. Mr. Bow is going to have to throw down a couple cannons at his home, because now a double zealot army is going to be coming. Mr. Yellow was making Sunkers down at home, which you have to do, because if they go you can't be lollygagging around. You need to have defense, and he does have defense at home. He's going to have a couple Zerglings that are going to come across the map to try to do what he can, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. These zealots are going to run by all of these buildings and attack these 2 finished cannons. He is pulling the probes to try to do what he can to buy time to get all 4 of these cannons up, but even if they were up, I'm not sure if it will be enough. We might be seeing GG here, but I'm not sure. Again, they aren't going to give up right away, because it's a $400 tournament, $400, or not $400 series, like a $400 tournament. I was right the first time. I shouldn't have corrected myself, because I was right the first time. There's a $400 tournament. This next series will be $400 series, but right here, he actually is going to be able to hold on. Nice stack attack by Mr. Bow, doing some very impressive stuff here. Teal, I don't know what his plan is. Probably speedlings for the most part. He is pretty far behind trying to defend, but if they can both stay alive and get themselves into a later game, perhaps they can climb out of it. Triple Nexus going down for both of our Team Protoss players. They are working themselves in a great. They are putting themselves in a great situation to get up in a nice 2-0 in this best of 7 series. Having a nice 2-0 lead is always nice, and they are close to doing it if they can just capitalize. I feel like they don't even need to block anyone in. Both of these players on the defensive, if they can get some cannons up on one of them, it would be pretty good, because I would imagine it'd be the beginning of the end for one of these players. But maybe they are just going to chill and tech while they have map control, because if both of them tech while both of these 2 players defend, it is yeah, you're just going to be in a pretty good situation. More gas are going down for our Zerg player. It looks like he is now going to try to transition into some kind of, I would imagine, lair, but maybe just some lurkers, just to keep himself alive until he can get a mass up. He does at one point want to regain his choke. Both of these players do want to do that, because it's much easier to defend a double mass Protoss Gateway army if you do have yourself a nice little choke to fight at. I don't know if it's going to get into that situation. I feel like once they have a certain amount of zealots, they are just going to push into one of these 2 players, and if one of these 2 players go down or take massive damage, it's just probably going to be GG. Lair is going to finish. It looks like it is going to be perhaps for some drop play too, because like I said earlier, he will have a chance to do a lot of harassment over here. Some cannons did go down by Mr. Monbro, always doing something hard to keep track of him. These zealots are going to come in and just target a hatchery. I guess that's pretty good. That's going to take out 1/6 of its production for the most part, if he is able to take it down. And that is better than not doing anything, I guess. That's not the worst snipe in the world. Mr. Orange is going to go in there, kill that hatchery, and escape. Oh, excuse me. More and more hatchery, or excuse me, more and more Hydralisks are coming out for our Zerg player. Look at that. Bao is even prepared to get his front cannon, and he is going to have an expansion. I hope I wasn't zoomed in that far for too long. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. That's usually where you want to throw up some tech, and it's gonna leave a path for drops. Not gonna be able to push these cannons all out here to defend that. It is gonna leave a little bit of AOE for him to do some drop play. He can also do the Tony G special, throw down a couple robotics here, and just do a slow reaver push while also pushing forward with your cans. Mr. Mambro gonna tech right into Dragoons, which will be pretty good with accompanied Prez Zealots. He is going to start his gateway production right on the middle of the map. Mr. Bao's base is going to be scouted. They are going to throw a couple units over there to make sure that can't be established. Bao isn't in a good situation at all. His tech is also pretty late. Mr. Mombro, it looks like he's actually going for a super mass. He wants to kill someone ASAP, or at least make sure that this teal player isn't going to have enough to kill him. He is pushing out with some Hydrals. Met the good question, Mr. Melhigh. Why Expo? I think he was expoing because he thought the front was going to get cannoned, but that did not happen. So he was just kind of expecting that, I do believe. I like the idea of getting out of the map when that kind of thing happens, because nothing's worse than being stuck in your base without being able to get a probe out. So he did. I like the idea behind it, but it didn't look like they were really going to do it until they actually cannoned the Zerg player in. So now that the Zerg player's cannon in, it's going to be hard for him to get out cost efficiently. They're not going to have to use units to deal with that army, and they can really focus on killing this Protoss player. Not just killing, I guess finishing, because they did do significant damage earlier. Going to come right in here. Not the most cannons. There is quite a few, but that is an even bigger army. Did we just miss another drop? These guys are all laughing at something. You know oh, we missed a drop here. Who dropped there? Or maybe he just killed. I don't know. I taught him how to win without drops. Oh, okay. They're both just massing. That's what he's talking about. They're not going for any drops, just a robo going down. That's what I mean. There couldn't possibly be a drop because they're just now both putting down. So we didn't miss anything. They're just laughing at some weird inside things that I probably wasn't paying attention to earlier in the chat. I shouldn't let that distract me. These units just going to push in farther and farther, just taking out all of these cannons. Going to leave purple dead again. Dead yet again. He is the sneaky sneakster. He is going to try to get a dropship out of here with a probe in it, but it is going to get picked off before he can do it. And I believe it's going to be GG here any moment now. I don't know if Bxr, as good as he is going to be able to defeat a double Protoss. Especially if one of those Protoss are Mr. Mombro himself. So yeah, I think we'll put into Mamba Cam here for a second. See what Mombro's doing. His high 8 PM. So it's cool to see the Mombro Cam, one of the cool features that StarCraft has brought over from StarCraft 2 into StarCraft 1. Oh fuck, I just spilled fruitcakes. Fruitcakes. Sorry YouTube, don't demonetize me of the no money that you give me. Why is water spilling out of this thing? What is happening? Oh god, that was not the smoothest water drink of my life. That got me soaked in water. Okay, so the Mombro Cam, Mombro in a way, no one knows what Bxr says. Wow, Barry being so effing rude. I think I've heard him speak before, and Bxr has excellent English, top of the line, perfect English. No one speaks better English than Bxr's English. The Mombro Cam, Mamba Cam. Yeah, looks like Mr. Bxr was going to go for some kind of drops Mambro obviously prepared for this, knowing that that is the most likely thing to happen. Bao is dead. He is. You can see the little purple square in the mini map. He is looking around. I don't know if he has vision or not, or if he's just looking in the dark. A big drop gonna come in into mass cannon, so, and there are a couple of high templars here, so I don't feel like this is going to do much damage. He is going to do what he can, dropping a couple of lurkers and hydras. Mamba actually is going to storm half of his own probes here, but that is not going to do enough damage. I feel like it is going to be a G, no GG is going to be called, though. Oh my goodness, it's an in-house tournament and they still aren't giving any love to each other. Mambro and Tim are going to go up 2-0 in this best of 7. 2 games away. Oh, God. We're just going to leave. Oh, no. Good. There it ended. Someone did an ally victory. 2-0. Look at that. Score King Mambro. Mambro is the score king again. What a guy. Going up 2-0 in this best of 7. Going to be meeting Bxr in the final, or beating Mambro, and or meeting Mark. Meeting Mark in the finals. Again, all of these people in the game should be watching via Tony GTV on the YouTubes, but give me opposite spot, please. Am I in? Am I in? Am I in? Am I in? I'm not in yet. TY host. TY Mambro. We're going to get one of those Covenant Observer spots. Good host there. Very level. Very, very level. Very level. Jumping into a game number 3. Of the $400 xtre 2v2 tournament. 2v2, some people say 2v2 is for people who can't 1v1. I would say that is true, but it's still pretty fun. It's still can be pretty fun. As long as you're not massing cannons. It can also be pretty lame, but I guess so can 1v1. It all depends on how it happens. But let's see it. Jumping into game number 3. We got up here. Oh, the first takeoff, all the people weren't playing. Up here, top middle. We got Bao, the Protoss. His partner is Terran. So we have the first matchup, it looks like. Oh, no, actually, it looks like we have a PT versus a P, Mambro P this time. So he actually has been picking P versus Z. And it is going to be a 5 pool. Mr. Timothy doing a 5 pool is going to scout somebody first. So they are going to be able to put the pressure on. They're actually going to get a double first scout. Yellow is going to scout Bao first. And Tim is going to scout Bxr first. So when you want to cheese, it is pretty key to get a scout off, and that is what they did. They are going to know where both of these players are, and they are going to be able to do what they want to do to whoever they want to do it to. It looks like the choice is going to be Bao. They are going to pick on the Bao Gao, and the cannons are going to commence shortly. The Zerglings will be there very quickly. Usually, even as a Protoss player, you still can potentially die to this in just a 1v1 situation, or at least lose a lot of probes, let alone trying to stop the cannon pressure. We saw Mambro, though, doing a great job using his 3 probes each on each of the cannons to make sure that the cannons don't get up in time, and was able to defend it off fairly nicely. But these cannons are going up nice and quickly, and I'm pretty sure they are undetected too. I do not think Bao knows this, so he's not going to be able to do the 3 probe pull if he doesn't know that it's going to happen. He is, on the other hand, trying to get something going on. I don't think this is going to be good. He needs to scout this at all. I don't know if he still does not know this is happening. This is a completely undetected cannon rush. Mamba was able to have that sneaky Gosu probe in there. He does have that 2 probe to make them double think that this is happening, and The Zerglings are going to come in. The Zealot is going to be out of position too. He just does not know that this is coming on. Neither of these players know what is happening yet, and they have no sensible start. This is the advantage of getting off those sneaky scouts. Now he does pull some probes, but the cannons are already up. That is so funny. They're chirping somebody who is in the game. Funny stuff. I have just caught that at the bottom of my eyes. Bow, not even gonna try. We're gonna have a quick. Oh, but actually, you know what? If Bxr is able to kill Prez, and then we actually might have ourselves a 1v1 where he does have a little bit of advantage. It's still not completely over. The cannons are gonna get up, and they are going to take out Bow. Bow is going to die to this, and now it's going to be up to Tim to try to hold this. He is sending a drone out for some reason. I'm not sure. He does have a couple second collies up. I believe Tim is going to be fine. He isn't going to die to any kind of Marines anytime soon. He does have Zerglings also running back home now that he knows that this Protoss player is done. Bow, of course, he's very used to dying, so he does have a probe out on the map, able to build a Nexus. He is going to try to get himself back into this game, because that would be okay if they were able to eliminate Teal. He would maybe have a potential to have a 2v1 situation against Mamba if it was to get into that situation, but Mamba is wasting no time. He threw down a Nexus, and he's guarding his gateways in the middle of the map. To be honest, I don't know what Bxr is doing. Bxr is in a bad situation. This is, I would say, pretty... now I'd say this is pretty GG-ish. You're not going to be able to kill Mamba easily, let alone having a full hatched out Tim. I don't know what Tim is doing either, though. Tim stopped playing. He needs to be throwing down a couple of hatcheries or doing something himself. He has 600 minerals, and he's not even doing anything with the little that he does have. Tim, what are you doing? Just trying to micro these couple Zerglings, I guess, around here doing damage, but I feel like that shouldn't be his #1 priority. I guess still that is buying time for Mamba to get up enough Zealots, and I feel like once these Zealots come up, it will be a GG. You can see, look at this poophead admin in here, Mark, talking so much BM. Bow and Beats. I don't know who is... Oh, he couldn't see it. These guys, BM, and this is supposed to be a nice in-house clan. Oh, Bow is mad. He wanted him banned. They banned him earlier, but then he switched names to try to sneak in here. And yeah, that's probably going to be the last time Mr. Earthbender is going to be in a game. He might have to make a new name. What's Mamba's aka Calvin Ronan? Oh, this is funny. Yeah, so I don't think Bxr can... I'm trying to... I get so distracted reading everything. The Marines are going to come up here, but Mamba now, it looks like he already has enough Zealots that he is going to be able to push this back and potentially do a counter push of his own that could end Bxr. Mr. Prez doing what he can. He finally did throw down a couple hatcheries. Bow slowly pushing his way back. He does have 6 probes. Yellow's Protoss is pretty good. This is off a cannon rush. He did get his command center up, so he does have 2, and he's teching at also. Oh, and look at that. We do have his timeout, his famous timeout, which will give me a second to get a sipple of water here. Hopefully I don't spill it this time. Like, why did it spill so much? We gotta figure out what's happening here. Where is that water coming from? Is the lid not on all the way? I guess that would be the most common solution. What dirt it? There we go. Yeah, Bow doesn't die. He stays alive. Oh, he dies. He dies to his main, but if Bxr somehow, he could have a chance, but yeah, I don't see that happening either. Mambro, pretty good PVT, especially in a non-corner spot. The Terran just has a lot harder time holding on to it. He needs to build way more bunkers to be cost efficient. And slowly, I guess actually, no, because he'll die to a counterattack. No, that's what I was thinking. reading the chat here, I'm chewing, so you hear me talking with my mouth while I'm gonna read the chat of the game. Hope it's not too distracting for you guys watching all that chat, because it's only distracting when you try to read it. Which, if you look at it, you can read it, but then sometimes I completely forget about it until I see my name, Tony G, then in my eye, just quickly catches it, and then my brain has to read it all. Guys. Beats and bow. Not to be happening. We are just waiting. Oh, look at that, actually. Bao is going to be able to make one cannon into Mr. Boxer's base, so he is going to try to get some teamwork going. One Marine going to come in here, scout how long Mr. Tim is. He is getting a layer off of 4 hatch, 3 extra hatch. I don't know. Are they just they're BMing or something? Oh God! Don't ever disrespect me like that. More and more zealots coming in. The Terran is going to try to come over here to save Mr. White, knowing that this is possibly his only chance of a victory, even though I feel like it's pretty out of reach. Mombro gonna make quick work of this next side, not even gonna bother on the probes. Don't think these guys are gonna be intact back in time. Tony G. Not as Terran, as Protoss. Me and Tony G ever lose in a 2v2? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Me and Chu undefeated 2v2. They didn't want to put us together because it would have been the same as me. Oh my God, Beats just makes up scores all the time. He just has the craziest weird memory. I got so many Mark reps, it's crazy. Mark got as much poop as he talks. He has given his crown over to me. He does admit that I am the better StarCraft player now in all aspects, all races, all everything. I defeated him in the 1v1, 3-1, crushed him. Actually, it was 2-1, and then he just gave up because I just killed him so badly. He's like, no, I can't beat you. Even if I was to try my hardest, there would be no chance. But meanwhile, this battle is coming in. These zealots are going to get a pretty good surround on these Stim Marines, and I think he's going to be able to take this out. And with that, I feel like the ending is just getting closer and closer. Mamba is teching into even storms. Actually, oh my goodness, they were able to hold on to some pretty good micro by Boxer. He is going to actually hold on and take out a couple of these cannons. If he actually is able to take this out, he may actually get himself a victory. I don't know exactly what Tim is doing. Tim is going for some very low econ guardians, not making any more hatcheries or anything, just going for a very slow greater spire. Mamba has to be a little upset that no help is going to be coming from him anytime soon. The DTs, the DTs are going to save the day. Thank the Lord for that. He does have some cannons at home from his partner Bao, who isn't ever going to give up this. He does have 236 minerals, and he plans on spending that to the utmost. Mr. Mombro, though, was in a little bit of a sticky spot there, but I feel like he's going to be fine now. He still doesn't want to give Mr. Boxer too much time. Mr. Boxer is putting himself in a pretty good situation. I don't know if he's going to have anything to defend the Guardians that are inevitably coming. Tony beat... Yes! 3-1 in the clan war! Defeated... Oh, he's actually insulting me. How did he get one? Ouch! Ouch! Oh, he beat me, I think he beat me Protoss. He had Protoss and my Zerg. And he had some Gosu drops. And he did defeat me. Red or Caesar was worse than Extra for sure. Red. You'd think that since we're all in the same clan, we would be nicer to each other, but no, we are pretty upfront about who is better than who. Very interesting choice of builds here from Prez with 3,000 minerals. I'm not exactly sure why he's playing so weird right now. If he's AFK or if he just knows that Mom is going to win. Maybe he's just observing. He just wants to watch the old Mombro defeat Boxer because Mamba vs. Boxer is always a classic. But somehow Bao, actually no, Bao, I guess Bao does have a Nexus up here in the blue, or in the base, so he still isn't dead. Bao just sneaking around, staying alive, being as helpful as he can, considering he wasn't very helpful dying at the beginning. I don't know what they're talking about, but we do have a classic Mombro pause. So we will just wait for that. Maybe your boy will take a break. How long have we been going? Hour 13 minutes? Yeah, maybe we'll take a quick break. If Boxer's able to come back... Oh, no, never mind. He's back already. Maybe he wanted to unplug the internet. Alright, we're going to put yourself on Mamba Cam for a second. Wow. Oh, my God. And then we have a lag. And then I want to do something here. Or maybe we'll do Boxer Cam. Do you want Boxer Cam or Mamba Cam? We'll do Boxer Cam. We did Mamba Cam earlier. Is it still go when I unclick? Yeah, okay. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, we're back. I was watching that. Pretty good, Valkyries. We're going to take out all of White's mass that he was building up for the last 14 minutes off of 5 hatcheries. Now he is going to mass up hatcheries and get himself a part of this game, since he sees that White is actually being more helpful with expanding 4 times than he is right now. Tank cannon, pretty good combo. Mambo might have to go for a different plan, but he's also afraid of blue moving out. So he's going to do what he can to just stay alive, while also eventually massing drops, hopefully killing Boxer's economy. You can see Boxer does not have much defense at home, other than this anti-air that he has. He's Valkyrie Wraith that he looks like he's going to be trying to use to snipe off any kind of incoming drops. Another push for Mamba, getting slow and slower forward. These Valkyries are going to be in a position, and this drop from Mamba is going to come in. 2 High Templars are going to go down and get massive damage on both of these players. xtre-Bxr, the probes all went down, and a huge chunk of xtre-Bxr as well, or xtre-Bxr's as well. His SCV count is going to be reset. You can see that really hurt his economy. This game is getting closer and closer to over. Even though Bxr is doing a great job in this 2 vs 1 situation, he actually might be able to target this main. There doesn't seem to be anything to help. A mute is being popped out. Not what you want versus Mass Valkyrie. I guess there isn't Mass Valkyrie, only 2 Valkyries here, but they still should do pretty efficient against this. Maybe not, though. Is going to send this back. He is missing some army. Another drop is really going to really crush blue if it's able to get significant SCVs. Teal not taking care of his mutants, but now he should be able to have enough hatcheries. But no, he doesn't have any economy. Where is all of his minerals? He just doesn't seem to be paying much attention right now. I don't know if he just kind of gave up thinking that it was going to be over or what. But he is just really playing slowly, doing what he can to distract blue. But Mamba, I don't know if that drop came in yet, or if it did anything. Wasn't paying attention. It did look like maybe it was picked off by these siege tanks. Sometimes Mamba gets a little greedy and just tries to send in High Templars without any Zealots to tank. These High Templars are going to get a couple storms off. Just going to take out more and more Bxr's army. Bxr now under 100 supply. These waves aren't going to stop, and they're just going to be coming in instantly from xtre-Mamba. Not going to give up the pressure, and sooner or later, Mr. Tim will get an army, hopefully, at 103. I also don't know why you're so broke. I don't know what you've been doing this game, Prez. I don't know what you've been doing, bud. But the Pavilion is going to say you are Mexican. That's why he's not Mexican. But Tim going to get a couple more rounds of drones. He might not even have to participate. Mamba looks like he is going to be able to finish him off. It's just it's GG, but again, it is for money, so these players don't want to give up. It was probably GG about 10 minutes ago. A little anticlimactic finish to this game, but there was that one push out that was only repelled by DTs that almost did take out Mamba's mid build, and if he was able to take out all those gateways or something, he could potentially do some damage to Mamba, or he could have came down, maybe did some damage to Tim, but GG is going to be called. It is going to be 3-0 for the Bxr Bow. I don't know if that's serious. Maybe it was a best of 7. Right? If it's a best of 7, is it over? No, you have to win 4, right? Maybe that's over? I think maybe it's just a best of 5. And it's GG. And it's over. Yeah, maybe it's just a best of 5. Okay, it was just a best of 5. So it's 3-0. And that actually will do it. They will advance onto the finals. Mamba does have to go. So we aren't going to see the finals. But let me just take a look at the bracket here. Yeah, so Mamba and Prez will advance out of the losers bracket. They did get out of in the semifinals versus Beatz and Calvin. So they are going to get themselves a rematch. Beatz and Calvin are in the finals. They won the winners bracket, and they are waiting for themselves in the finals. They defeated Bxr, Chosen, Ronin Sword, Mamba, Prez, and now they will have to play Mamba and Prez again. Mamba and Prez will have to win 2 best of 9s, though, to advance. They did win the first one, or if assuming that Mamba and Prez win the first one, they'll have to win twice. If Beatz and Calvin are able to win that first series, they will be the winners. They don't have to. They just can't lose twice, right? It's a double elimination tournament, so if they lose twice, they are out. They haven't lost at all yet. And Mamba Prez have already lost once, so if they lose once in the first thing, then or they lose just once more, right? They're Dunsky. I have no idea what this is, but maybe we can. Why aren't all you people just watching Tony G StarCraft? So yeah, we will cast that when it happens. Maybe since we are a little bit early, we'll get a couple games in. I don't know what this is. If I'm playing, I'll play. If not, maybe we'll go end the stream, or maybe we'll bash a pub or something. I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you guys want to see something. Maybe a 1v1. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Too many people in there. We'll join. We'll play. I don't know. Maybe we'll just end the stream on that. I don't know what these guys want to do. I really did think that was a best of 9, or best of 7 at least, but it was just a best of 5, even though it was the loser finals. The next 2, I believe, are best of 9, so we'll have a lot more 2v2 action coming at ya. Maybe we'll get one more game in, and then it'll be my bedtime too. Alright, I'm just going to make a pub, or I'm going to make a private game. We'll see who joins, and we'll just have everybody play. See if we can get ourselves a game. Alright, so we will see what was happening. Maybe we get a race war going in. There we go, we got a 3v3. We'll jump into it. We're gonna jump into it. We're gonna nice little 3v3 to end the night. You get to see your boy Tony G. This is so stacked, they say. They don't like the teams. I don't know why. What could possibly be stacked about it? Who do they got? Caesar, Earthbender, and Merle. I don't know if everyone tells the truth or not, or if it's a lie. Bayo paying people to join the clan. She's 150, or if we all just make it up because he's rich. Cause he's rich. He's a rich man. He's a rich man. So it looks like one of our players went for a pool first. 9 pool looks like. And then we have our Protoss player over there. Not gonna scout. He doesn't like to scout. That's famous fair. He doesn't like to scout at all. Oh, look at that. He actually is gonna scout though, since he did see teal. Or he should see that teal went for an early pool. And yeah, we'll try to kill someone early. They might be cheesing, or I don't know. They might be all Protoss. So there's one Protoss, it looks like. Oh, Terran. Terran and Protoss. Hopefully the other one's Zerg. It'd be cool, Protoss, Terran, Zerg versus Protoss, Terran, Zerg. then there's no excuse, right? PPT, so they are going to have the advantage. Me and might have to throw down a bunker, which I don't want to do, but I'm gonna have to throw down 4. If I get a little depot wall, that's always good. Defend stuff. I'm gonna try to kill someone in a second. I just want to make sure we're still alive, and then once I have medics out, I don't have to worry about dying, because my units will be able to heal. Gotta go help them out though. Oh shit, that's not good though. I also can't die. I don't know if we're winning or not. He's okay. Oh yeah, he's okay. Oh shit. I'm not talking very much. I get really concentrated, I guess. But I feel like we bought Teal enough time that he should be able to carry us to a victory. Oh shit, I should scan there. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, DTs, that's why. Tony, you took look. Hey, I know I need a haircut. But I think we won. I just assume we're killing. Hurry up. GG! We did it, guys. We did it. We did it, and we got the Score King. I think I look handsome. I need to get a haircut, though. That's my problem. I was gonna get a haircut today. Our boy Tony G, can we cast together now? Yes, Alex Hans. We can now that you got your mic. Alright, we'll do one more game. One more game. And then I'm gonna call her a stream. We'll cast the 2v2 finals together. How about that, Boxer? Since you're out. Since you couldn't carry Bow over those guys. One more player. Who was there last time? Me. Oh, there he is. Okay. I don't know if they want a rematch or what. Look at that. 0 time on the clock. That's how you pause a game. Alright, we got Protoss! We got the Protoss! 2 team with their Zerg, though. They're gonna 5 pool. If they're close enough. I guess it's possible. I don't know what that. I just got a noti. Just a Facebook notey, nothing important for the old stream. Alright, I don't know if I'll try to talk more. There's not many people in chat, so I feel like I'm all by myself and not talking to anybody. Alex Hans, maybe White can block someone. I can do anything. Oh. I'm gonna get a forge. Nice, I'm gonna try to block those two. Get one cannon up, just in case. I don't need that. How's she? No, no. Who's purple? Oh my god. How does this guy keep reaching all my shite? I don't know why I'm sitting up so far. Triple. I'm not gonna get gas for a while because I'm gonna get gas now.
That was unexpected. We're gonna get him back for that. Who is purple? Alright, we're gonna get him. Oh, I feel like I should finish orange. Oh, no, orange. No, we'll finish orange. Got him. Fuck. Second pylon. Damn, I was gonna Archon drop him. Alright, well, we did it, boys. Hey, can you catch me up, please? JKM, well, we had the 2v2 tournament. And Prez Mamba. Prez Mamba defeated Boxer and Bao 3-0. And they are advancing to the finals of the extra 2v2 tournament. They will be facing off versus Prez facing off Beatz and Calvin. Chu, our boy, and Mr. Shithead Admin. That will be the finals. And I just played a couple games there. Just got a couple of W's before we left. Team bracket, L bracket, defeating anybody who dares play them. And yeah, that was the stream. The series ended 3-0, so it was fairly quick. So I just played a couple games to make it 2 hours. You didn't miss too much, JKM. We will be getting the final. The games are pretty good. Back and forth first game. The first game was probably the best game. But yeah, we'll be back for the finals. It'll be a best of 9. I'll show the bracket. And yeah, we'll get to that. It is 11 o'clock though on a Monday past my bedtime. So we're going to call that a stream. Thank you everybody for coming out who did come out. Hope you all enjoy. Yeah, and that'll be it for tonight. Have a good night. Until next time, it's your boy Tony G. More fastest map possible StarCraft coming to you. That's what I do. Anyway.